is Evaxion Biotech. This company, which claims to develop AI-driven personalized immunotherapy vaccines, had been classified as a research-focused biotech. But what drew the attention of investors around the world wasn't the technology itself, it was a series of unusual events. On September 25, 2025, Evaxion Biotech announced a technology licensing agreement with global pharmaceutical giant Merck. The subject was its infectious disease vaccine candidate, EVX-B3. The publicly disclosed contract was valued at approximately $600 million. At first glance, it appeared that Merck had validated the commercial potential of Evaxion's vaccine technology. However, investors couldn't shake off the sense that something didn't add up. Typically, when such deals are announced, the stock price soars immediately and trading volume surges. With a contract valued in the hundreds of millions, it would normally trigger a sharp upward revaluation of the company's future prospects. But in Evaxion's case, the stock barely moved the following day, and trading volume remained surprisingly low. So, what went wrong? There were several highly irregular aspects to the deal. First, the contract included no upfront payment. All revenue was contingent upon future clinical success and commercialization milestones. In other words, unless the vaccine progresses through clinical trials, proves its efficacy, and gains regulatory approval, Evaxion receives nothing. The scale of the deal may be large, but the actual secured income was non-existent. Second, EVX-B3 was still in the preclinical stage, not yet having entered any clinical trials. Moreover, the specific pathogen the vaccine was targeting had not been publicly disclosed. Major pharmaceutical companies usually consider licensing agreements only after obtaining certain levels of efficacy and safety data from at least phase 1 trials. This agreement was executed without meeting any of those benchmarks. Third, just months before the announcement, Evaxion was struggling to maintain its NASDAQ listing. Its stock had been trading under $1 for a prolonged period, and its shareholder equity fell below listing requirements. After receiving 2 delisting warnings, the company changed its American depositary share ratio from 1 to 10 to 1 to 50 to meet listing standards, essentially a reverse split. Shortly after, the company raised approximately $11 million through a public offering. Interestingly, Merck's Global Health Innovation Fund participated in this offering. Merck was both a shareholder and the counterparty to the licensing deal. This structure allowed Merck to benefit from both the licensing optics and any potential appreciation of the equity it held in Evaxion. Adding another unusual layer, the European Investment Bank converted approximately 3.5 million euros of outstanding debt